Appreciate you joining us, Professor Toloroya, with your perspective on that story. Now, Romania's reserve troops are undertaking training, brushing up military skills. They hope they never need. Reservists balance civilian careers with voluntary part-time military duties and can be called up in case of war. The troops practice shooting and are shown modern equipment, including a robot dog drone. Let's in fact listen in to what some of the Romanian reservists had to say.
Amenințări, atât timp cât e un război la graniță, sigur că există amenințări și e bine să fim pregătiți să descurajăm. Dacă nu te pregătești, ești țintă ușor.
De ani a fost ultima oară când am tras.
Când ați făcut armata?
În 2004.
Cred că vremea lungă care a trecut de la ultimele conflagrații mondiale în care au fost implicate mai multe state, e posibil ca oamenii să mai uite cât de mult rău poate să producă un război. Sperăm să nu ne confruntăm cu așa ceva.
Now, the training comes as neighbor Ukraine fights Russia, pushing Central and Eastern Europe to modernize and strengthen reserves. Britain's Prince Andrew has announced that he will give up using his title of Duke of York following years of criticism over his connections to the late US sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. The move comes as the royal family seeks to distance itself from controversies surrounding the second son of the late Queen Elizabeth and his association with convicted sex offender Epstein. Meanwhile, Andrew has said that the continued accusations against him have distracted from the work of the king and the wider royal family. Additionally, he has confirmed that he will no longer use the title of honours bestowed upon him, while reiterating his denial of all allegations. Moreover, biographer Andrew Lowney has said that he welcomes the move, noting it was about time something was done to address the long-standing controversy.
I don't think there's any doubt he's banged to rights on this, and I'm glad that something has eventually been done. It couldn't drip feed because it was infecting all the work the royal family did and undermining any support they had in the wider public. I mean, he'll be upset because these things are important to him. They give him a sense of identity. But as long as he can stay in Royal Lodge, as long as he can have his shooting weekends, I think he'll be content with this. This is probably a compromised position.
Public support for stripping Andrew of his titles had been strong. Recent polls have shown that nearly two-thirds of Britons backed the decision, with only a small minority in opposition.
I guess if his titles are meaningful in terms of he's held in high regard by society, then I guess if his behaviour hasn't actually been commensurate with, if you like, the status or regard with which society regards him, then it's only right that he should give up his titles and actually say, well, I'm not actually holding my behaviour, if you like, to that high standard.
Moreover, the controversy has also been compounded by Andrew's business links, including a close associate who was later identified as a Chinese spy and banned from the UK on national security grounds. This, of course, is a decision that Prince Andrew has taken. King Charles has welcomed that decision by Prince Andrew to give up his title of Duke of York amidst these persistent allegations against him. The move, of course, comes as the royal family seeks to distance itself from controversy. Also, in fact, it was something that Britons supported happening as well. Meanwhile,